Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, I am the Introverted Reader. Today's video, we are going to be wrapping up the month of June. How are we at the end of June already? That's crazy. I hope you all had a good month. I hope you're all doing well. I hope that you're all drinking water, which is what we're gonna do right now. So if you haven't had water yet, go get some, come back. Hydration, it's important. Let's go say either. Okay, so month of June was interesting. I managed to read 6 books, which that seems to be the standard for me, honestly. Like every month I do tend to maybe read like between 5 to 7 books is the norm for me, and I'm very happy. So I spilled water on my jumper. Oh well, it's fine. So hold on, I'll put this down. So I have them all here. Granted, I did read 6 books, but I DNF'd 3 this month. I DNF'd 3 books, but you know what? Let's just get into it. The first book that I read was Heaven's Official Blessing, Volume 6. This was amazing. This volume right here is my favorite throughout the whole of the series. Like, honestly, this is 5 stars. This was wonderful. This was emotional damage. This was heartbreaking, but it was wonderful. And I was like, where was this in the other 5? Like, I mean, listen, my journey for reading this series has been it's been okay. 1 and 2 were good. They weren't great, but they were good. Season 3, Volume 3, good. Volume 4, all right. Though Volume 5 was terrible. I don't want to talk about her, but this was great. This was wonderful. This was so good. Like, mostly because, okay, do you know what? I'm going to make a video whenever I'm done reading this series, and I'm going to try and remember as much as I can about it. But this, I'm scared to read Volume 7, honestly, because that was emotional damage. Anyway, and then, if you are a subscriber, well, I hope you are a subscriber, but if you are a regular around here on my channel, you know that I do a series on my channel where I look back at some of my favorite authors, and I look back at some of the books that they published previous that I haven't read yet, and I pick out 3, and I and I read them for the first time, and then I make a video discussing them. And I was going to do that with Ashley Poston. So I have here Princess and the Fangirl and Among the Beasts and Briars. Now, the 3rd book I was originally going to read was Bookish and the Beast, which is the 3rd in like this little trilogy, this like Once Upon a Con series, to do with like fandom and culture and stuff like that. Sort of like a modern, yeah, they're like based on fairy tales. Like this one is based off Prince and the Pauper. The first one, Geekerella, based on Cinderella, and Bookish and the Beast based on Beauty and the Beast. But it's centered around like a sci-fi convention. I DNF this, and then I got to reading this. Now, this right here, on paper, sounds like everything I would like, but I DNF this as well. And then I find out that the love interest in Bookish and the Beast is featured in this, but he's an asshole. Like, he's not a nice person. I was like, I don't want to read Bookish and the Beast. What am I going to do? Am I going to scrap this video? I ended up not scrapping the video. So if you want to go watch the video, get a bit more detail, go watch the video. And then I was just like, well, I want something to read. And then I ended up rereading Heart of Iron. One of my favorite books of all time. So again, go watch that video. It's one of, I can't remember, like not my previous video, but I think the one I did before that. So go watch that video, Reading a Favorite Author's Backlist episode 3 or 4. I have them all in a playlist, but yeah, go watch that. So I'm not going to talk anymore about about these 3 because we've talked long enough, I think, about those. And then I went out book shopping, not last week, the week before, and I found Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation, the comic volume 6. Look at this cover. Take it in. Look at this cover. There's children screaming outside. Shut up! But yeah, look at this cover. It's gorgeous. But yeah, this is volume 6 in the comics that they've been putting out. There's still a price on it. Oh my goodness. No, not the sticker. Okay. I should have taken this off when I got it, but I didn't. Okay, come on now. Come on. Can she take the sticker off? Can she take it off? Take it off. Yay, we got it. Good. Be gone. Ew. Yeah, read this. I read it as soon as I got it. I got it in Waterstones, and then I went to a cafe in a shop next door because Waterstones was too crowded, and I just sat and read this. Wonderful, amazing, gorgeous. Do I even need to tell you? No, I don't think I do. And then, because I read Heart of Iron, I had to read the sequel, Soul of Stars, which is, listen, my favorite duology, one of my favorite duologies literally of all time. I don't know why nobody talks about them, because seriously, this duology, amazing. Amazing, wonderful. If you enjoy the story of Anastasia, if you're a fan of space, like space pirates, like, come on now. Pirates in space. The story of Anastasia set in space. Found family, queer rep, seriously, like, both of these, I'm so happy I reread both of these. Sometimes you just need to reread your favorite book and to feel validated. I didn't mark them on Goodreads or anything just because I'd already read them and I'd already rated them, so I didn't think there was any point. But whew, and then after that we come to the third DNF, and if Kaz, if you're watching, the one person that might actually watch this, hi Kaz at camera, how you doing? Look away. I DNF'd Kate in Waiting. I DNF'd it. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry about DNFing anything, but the Kate in Waiting by Becky Albertalli. Okay, so this is about our girl Kate and her best friend Anderson, and they are besties through and through. They're in the theater club together. They, you know, they're great. They're great friends. They're lovely friends. They are platonic soulmates for life, and we love to see it. And they have always like shared crushes. You know, like they would always have the same crush on the same person. But then this guy called Matt, who they met at their summer camp, starts going to their school. And they both have crushes on him. But then him showing up to their school and them being in the theater club together, they start to develop real feelings for him. And it kind of puts their friendship to the test. Now, the thing is about this, it's not bad. It's not a bad book. Like, I was reading it and I thought I could easily finish this. Like, it's just ordinary teenagers living their ordinary lives. And maybe that's what I need. Because I've been reading a lot of fantasy, and I just finished reading this, and again, ew, the sticker's stuck on it. Go away. Go on the floor. Go on the floor. I got finished reading this, and I was like, do you know what? I need some normality in my life. And I started reading this, and it's not bad, it's just boring. Nothing really happens. I got over halfway through, and hardly anything was happening. And, you know, and like, to be honest, I didn't really like Kate, the main character. I didn't really like her at all. She was just something about her was just annoying me. And if I'm being honest, this could have done so much better if we had it from Anderson's perspective as well, because it's just all Kate. Like, I was just like, if Anderson is going to play a big role in this, which I kind of feel like she missed an opportunity, he could have played a bigger role in this, I feel like it would have been better, because the two of them have the same crush on the same guy. Why are we not getting from the other person's perspective on what they're feeling and what they're thinking and his feelings towards Matt and everything? I just feel like it could have been done better, and I was just bored. It was just, you know, they were just going about their daily routine, which is fine. If you're into that, that's great. But I'm like, I need the drama. However, there was a point where they like sat down at a diner and they had like a conversation about their feelings, which I thought was really, really mature. Like I was like, this is actually really good. They actually sat and talked to each other, and they're like, listen, no matter what happens with us and this guy, you know, we have to remember our friendship and the fact that it comes first. And I was like, this is very mature. I appreciate this very much. But then Anderson says, I think I actually might start to develop real feelings for Matt. Like, I feel like I actually, like, this isn't just a crush. Like, I genuinely feel like I'm falling for him. And then she says, me too. And I'm sitting thinking, no, you don't. Like, the way she talks about him, you would think that she was fangirling over him as if he was like a celebrity or something. Like, you know how I would over like a K-pop idol? It's literally like, because he reminded her of like someone, he looks like he should be in like a Coca-Cola ad or something. He gives that sort of vibe, and I'm like, okay, don't get that, but okay. Yeah, it was just blah, if I'm being honest. I did enjoy the friendship between Kate and Anderson, but I wanted Anderson's perspective. It would have done so much better if we'd gotten the both of them instead of just the one. But that is just me. Anyway, sadly, I DNF this. No hate to Becky Albertalli, but anyway. And then the very the next to last book I read was on my Kindle, and it was the third book in the Wicked trilogy by Jennifer L. Armentrout. It's just a fun, easy to read paranormal romance about a girl who is a part of a secret organization that hunts fae. Really tropey, really over the top, really cheesy. It kind of felt like an episode of like one of those really corny TV shows that we all used to watch in the early 2000s, you know, like Charmed or Once Upon a Time, or, you know, where it's like so dramatic and over the top and nothing makes sense, but you don't care because you're just like, this is entertaining me and that's what I need in my life right now. And that's what that was. And then the very last book I read, the very last 5-star that I gave, like volume 6 of Heaven's Blessing, 5 stars, Heart of Iron, 5 stars, Soul of Stars, 5 stars. Grandmaster the Comic was 4, Brave was 4, but this one, full 5, and that was The Secret Sunshine Project by Benjamin Dean. I very nearly said your name wrong. Benjamin Dean. Look at this cover. This is about our main character, B, and she has an older sister, Riley, who comes out to the family as a lesbian. And then obviously, you know, her parents and everybody is really supportive, and they all go to Pride that year together, and it's a wonderful, magical time. It's great. But then her dad passes away, and things go downhill for the family from there. I mean, obviously, you know, that they've lost their father. It's a lot of grief going on, and they end up having to move from their house in London and go and stay with their grandmother in this wee small country village. In this wee small country village, you know, and it's really sad because, you know, the big sister doesn't want to go. Like obviously they're all grieving for the father, but the older sister takes it the hardest. And, you know, and then B sees how upset her sister is, and how her sister wanted to go to Pride again that year because it was so special that first time. So she takes it upon herself to, I need to do something for my sister. I need to try and organize a Pride here in this wee village so that we can celebrate her and everybody else in this town. And it's just, this book is so beautiful. It's just so well written. And it's just, I just love it. Like, and look at the funky sprite edge. Are you kidding? It's just a beautiful story about grief and what grief can do, and how, like, there's this whole conversation about, like, you know, her sister's really sad, and, you know, and she's crying a lot, obviously, because they're grieving, and everybody's really sad. And, you know, it just talks about how, like, you are allowed to feel what you're feeling. Like, if you're grieving, allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to cry, like, ride out the feeling, you know, don't keep feelings bottled up and all that. And I'm like, this is so important. Like, if a little kid read this who had maybe lost someone in their life, I feel like this would be really, really good to read. And especially, you know, with the whole pride thing, you know, like, be you, be yourself, you know, it doesn't matter. And it's just, oh, I love this. I love Benjamin Dean. Like, that is 2 Benjamin Deans I've read thus far, and they were both 5 stars. But anyway, I've talked your ear off for long enough. Let me see if I can lift all these up. Oh, okay, come here. So, these are all the books, and my Kindle is under there. These are all the books that I am going to be talking to you about, that I talked to you about today. Yes, even though we got 3 DNFs, I got at least 2 or 3 5 stars, which is great. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like so the algorithm knows you like me. Subscribe if you're new, ring the bell so you know when my next video comes out. And yeah, thank you for all of the love on the channel as of lately. I really appreciate it. Please go and watch the video that I made where I read those 3 Ashley Poston books. Watch my previous video if you haven't already. And follow me on all my socials, which will be down in the box. Anyway, I love yous, and I'll see yous on Tuesday. Bye!